Hey guys, hey. Welcome. I'm trying to get everything all set up here. I've got it in a different position than normal and it's a little weird. Welcome to the NHR Business Path Group. We are gonna give everybody a second to log in. Welcome guys. I see people just starting to pop on. If I sound okay and you guys can hear me all right, let me know in the comments. Say hey. Let us know where you are logging in from, where in the world you are logging in from. Hey Beck, hey Jim. I'm gonna give you guys a second so that you can go down and invite the people that wanted to be a part of this. Hey Ian, hey Marcy. Marcy's at my house right now. She just logged in. Marcy, if it starts getting crazy with the Wi-Fi, sometimes the service here out in the boondocks it sucks, and I'll tell you to get off. But hey guys, hey Beck, hey Nancy, you guys welcome. I did not realize that the sun had beat down into my office as bad as it had today. It is like 90, maybe 100 outside right now in my office. I'm telling you, it's like 80 degrees because the windows are really big and the air conditioner just kicked on, so bear with me, you guys. Go ahead and invite, and if you share this, you guys, it's not going to pop up on your wall because we're in a closed group. So if you want people to be jumping on, you've got to invite them with that little symbol, with the little person with the little plus sign. So go ahead and invite everybody. You guys, if you're watching live, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comments. So if you're on here right now and it is, you know, I know it's 6 o'clock here in California, 8 o'clock Central. If you're on, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comments. And if you watch the replay, go ahead and drop a 2. And your goldfish died, so you can't watch tonight my rant on my page today. So you guys, tonight I'm going to be talking to those of you who are not a part of this business yet. And if you're on here, for the most part, you probably saw one of your friends make a post about something and you maybe commented on it or liked it, and then they maybe inboxed you and said, hey, what are you interested in, the business, the products, or both? And maybe you said both, or maybe you said the business. But this is the business page. So I am going to be talking to you on the business side of it. We're not going into products today. If you're in this page, you probably got added and then tagged in that pinned post, in which case you've already seen the video, like the little overview of the Natural Health Revolution. So today we're going to talk about money and how to build a business. So a little bit on my story, so you can kind of see that I can talk about this this topic. I've been in the industry now for 9 years, made several made multiple millions, and I've earned bonuses that were 6 figures. So the business side of it is what I came to the industry for. And lucky enough for me, I found the Natural Health Revolution. Hey guys, I found the Natural Health Revolution 4 years ago, and finally I had the products to go along with the business side of it. And when we got here to Zija 4 years ago, we happened to make the fastest diamonds that the company had ever seen. And so the diamond is a rank here, and you have to do it for you have to hit certain benchmarks, if you will, for 3 weeks in a row. And that's what we did. So we popped diamonds in our first 3 weeks at the company. We've been in the industry for a little while, and when we started popping ranks that fast, and we started realizing, okay, we really just created a 6-figure income inside of 3 weeks. Me and some of my leaders kind of stepped back, hey Courtney, and we looked at it and we said, you know what, I bet you there's some numbers. I bet if you went through this industry, I bet it doesn't matter. I bet if you took all the top leaders, I bet if you took all the diamonds, I bet if you took everybody who had made a 6-figure income and you really asked them some simple questions, you could figure out that there was a correlation to work, to actions, to things that needed to happen so that they could create a 6-figure income. And so we started doing some research, and we started calling all of our friends in a lot of different companies, a lot of the people here at Zija, diamonds, 6-figure, 7-figure earners, and we figured out some trends. We figured out when they really made their run, meaning this, maybe they were in the business for a long time, maybe they had tried a whole bunch of companies but none of them worked, and finally one did. But whenever they finally started really having success, there was a lot of things that were totally similar. And we started writing those things down, and we started making a plan and mapping out Okay, if this is the case, this is how we make a six-figure income. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to create a six-figure income inside of 90 days, inside of 3 months. The things that go in with it. Now, preface this, you guys, when I started having success in the business, when I started having a six-figure income, when I had my first month that was, more in a month than I used to make as a hairdresser in a year, I really was not good at this. I wasn't good at it at all. And so just as you're sitting there, I want you to remember that when it was the beginning for me, I wasn't who I am speaking to you today. So my words weren't this good. You're better when you don't know what's going on. I will tell you that. The only thing that you can do from what I'm going to teach you today is kind of rip the Band-Aid off a little bit faster than I did. So my first company, when I got started in the industry, my first company, I was there for 2.5 years. And these numbers that I'm going to talk to you about, I spread them out over 2.5 years, in which case I had never created enough momentum. And then the next, when I went to my next company, I did those same numbers in a really short, condensed amount of time. Still bad at the industry, still hadn't figured it out, but because I condensed and I created so much momentum, it really carried over. So, oh my goodness, I gotta turn this around or you guys are gonna see me backwards. Let me flip it. There we go. Did I just flip the other way, you guys? Is that funny? All right, so now you'll be able to see me right. And I have a whiteboard today. I'm gonna run into it. So you guys stay with me here. There's 3 things inside of a network marketing business, inside of your natural health revolution business that you're gonna have to have, period. And those 3 things are this: culture, vision, and structure. All right? And you guys remember, I am talking to you on the business side of it. All right? Maybe you're on here and you are a guest and you've not started in the business yet and you're thinking about it. This is just to give you a clear-cut way. And everybody, if you don't want to go make a six-figure income, if you just want to get the products for free, if you just want to make a little bit of money, that's okay. You can do that. But this is for someone who is just like me, guys. I was hungry for this. I wanted it in a big way. I didn't want to live that small life anymore. I wanted to not be paycheck to paycheck. I wanted to not have to check my bank account when I went to the grocery store. And I'm one of those people that if you tell me what to do, I'll go do it. So I'm giving you the numbers. Just kind of sit back, realize that the rest of it will start to fall into place. The rest of it are things that you'll learn over time, what all these things are. But we're gonna go over them, and the most important part of this whole thing, numbers. The numbers. Okay, so culture. Because here in the Natural Health Revolution, our culture is a lot of different things. It's being a product of the product. It's being plugged in. What do I mean by being plugged in? That means being connected to the corporate websites. That means making sure that you're on the Facebook Lives that you need to be. That means that if you're building strictly on the on Facebook, that you're plugged into the ATM, the NHR Path pages like we're on right now, and that you're using them properly, and that you're being consistent, right? So you're being consistent. That's a very big part of the culture here. Product, plugged in, consistency, excitement. But honestly, you guys, being plugged in is the biggest thing. Running your meetings, right? And you guys, there's more than one way to build a business. Right now, obviously, you're learning, you are on this page, so maybe someone who builds just through Facebook invited you here. That's great. But we also I build old school still. Like, I meet people at the coffee shop and show them what we've got and get them started. I go over to people's house. We have home parties. We have big events. I also build online. There's a million ways to build. It just matters that you're being consistent with your time, consistent with your efforts. So culture, product, plugged in, consistency, excitement, running, self-development, meaning working on yourself, because to become a leader, you're going to have to work on yourself, because I promise you, wherever you get started in this business isn't where you're going to end up being as a person. So, hey guys, so culture is so big. Events, that's part of our culture. Summit, getting registered, if there's trainings in your area. Let's see, I'm going to turn this down just a little bit so you guys can see it even better. All right. So culture's got to be there. Now vision. You guys, vision's going to be in two ways here. Vision's going to be on the business side and vision's going to be on the product side. Because obviously with the natural health revolution, we've got a lot of products. If you're not a part of the product page and you strictly told one of your friends, I want to see the business, and you're on here and you want to learn more about the products, get on the product page, watch those stories, you guys. They're unbelievable. But when you're talking about vision, you guys, if you get a brand new person started in this, maybe they just want to be a customer and they need to lose 50 pounds, 100 pounds. Maybe they need more energy. They want to feel better. You're going to have to remind them, use your product consistently, because if you're not using it consistently, you're not going to have your goal, right? Vision, where are they going? And you're going to have to remind them about vision, 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 vision. So, that's going to be awesome. Sorry, the phone was ringing. I was making sure it went away. But you got to cast the vision. And then on the business side, you're going to have to cast vision as well, because this business is hard. You get slapped in the face a lot. There's people that are going to tell you no. Some people are going to get started and they're going to quit. It's the name of the game. I will speak to you always truthfully, and I'm going to tell you this business isn't easy, but it's definitely worth it, right? And so especially when you get started and all those thoughts are in your head, it's one of those things, no one's going to do this with me. People are going to say I'm crazy. Yeah, maybe. But there are also only so many of us are going to get to the end, and the crazy people will get to the end. And so you're going to have to remind those people as they get punched in the face, like, but this is where we're going. Like the dream, we're going to go do something big. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be great. And you've got to constantly remind people what they were excited about when they got started, and keep them with our eye on the prize. Vision, casting vision to your people daily, whether they're a product user or whether they're here for the business, reminding people everything. And with vision, you guys, not only are you going to have to remind them about where they're going, but you're going to have to remind them about all these other things. Staying plugged in, watching the lives, getting trained, using their product, being consistent, having their excitement levels up, self-development. Not everyone's going to know as much as you. If you were the first person to get started and you enrolled somebody, you probably know a little bit more than them, even if it's only for a day. You've only been here for a day. You've got more knowledge than they do. You're going to have to pass that knowledge down. Constantly casting the vision. And then the structure. You guys, the structure is the numbers. The structure is how you build. The structure is the way that we put this puzzle together inside of your back office, inside of your business. This is how we build your paycheck. This is how we pop ranks. This is how the structure is so flippin' important. So if you are excited to hear the numbers, drop that in the comments. Just write that. Just drop numbers. Drop that in the comments, you guys, and we'll start going over the numbers. All right. So here are the numbers. In 0 to 30 days, in your first 30 days in the business. All right. Are you ready? So from 0 to 30 days, what I need you to do, and let's give it this. Maybe you're on here and you haven't ever really built a really big business. Maybe you haven't got to 6 figures. Maybe you haven't, whatever. You can always hit restart. The beautiful part about network marketing is it's absolutely the most forgiving business in the world, because you can hit restart whenever you want, right? So let's hit restart. If you've been here for a while and maybe you've just been tiptoeing around it, and maybe you've just never known what the numbers were, now you do, and let's roll. All right, so here, on your days 0 to 30, you need to sponsor 12 people. Business-minded people, not your customers. You're gonna gather customers. So that's my really good writing, sorry guys, but you get it. 12 people. You need 12 people in your first 30 days. These are the numbers. Here we go. It's time to hit restart. So what's going to happen with that is this. In our natural health revolution business, in our Zija business, we have 2 pieces of business. We have 2 legs, if you will. 2 lines, whatever you want to call them. There's 2 pieces in your business. All right. So in your business, you're going to place the people that you sponsor down those 2 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 go on the right, 6 go on the left. 6 go on the right, 6 go on the left. 12 people, 30 days, all right? 12 people in 30 days. You're probably gonna have to show a heck of a lot more people the business opportunity to get 12 people. I'm just being honest with you. You're gonna have to hustle. You're gonna have to bust your butt. You've got to do something. You've got to go. All right, you've got to. This is to go. I mean, you can't think about any business out there that you could go create a 6-figure income or more or whatever it might be. Like, is it easy? No, it's never gonna be easy. So you're gonna have to hustle. So 12 people, 30 days, 6 on the right, 6 on the left. Let me tell you what is going to happen here. Ready? 3 or 4 of them are going to do nothing at all. 0. 3 to 4 of them are going to get started. They're probably going to be the most excited about getting started. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to do nothing. 0. Zilch. All right? Then you're going to have 3 to 4 of them that go into what I call holding. All right? 3 to 4 of them that go into holding. Drop that down. Holding. The holding people are my favorite. They're the people who have awesome product stories. They've like lost 20 pounds in their first 2 weeks. They're feeling better. Their joint, whatever it is. And maybe their skin's clearing up. Like, put nutrition in your body and watch what happens, right? So these people are super fired up, super excited. They're probably coming to, they're on every live. They're making comments. They are showing up to your parties if you do home events. They're so excited. But they never introduce the business to anybody. They are like on Natural Health Revolution, like ninja mode. Like they're in hiding, and you are like, you have the best story, would you go share it? And they just don't, okay? So you're gonna have 3 to 4 that go into holding, and then you're gonna have 3 to 4 that have their hand up and say, you know what? I wanna go do this. I wanna go do this. I want to do this in a big way. I want to make some money with this. I want to share. I want to help the world. I want to do what you're doing. Like, let's go help people. Let's go save the people that need money and save the people that need some health, right? They're excited. They've got their hand up and they're fired up and they want to go do this. So you need to find those 3 or 4 people. This is the hardest thing for a new person. This right here. When you're new to this business, it is so it's like almost like bred into us that what you want to do is fight with the people that are never going to do it. Or you want to like prove it, that or drag them or like talk them into it, and you just can't. You can't. So many new people, they'll tell me, I signed up the chiropractor in town and he knows everybody and he's going to be so good and this is going to be great and oh my gosh, but he won't even call me back. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. It doesn't matter how much potential he has. It doesn't matter how good he could be. It's never the ones that you think are going to go do it in a big way that do. It's somebody that's got some heart and some guts. And I'm telling you right now, you don't know who has hearts and guts. It would have never, sitting in the room that I got started with the first day I ever started network marketing, ain't nobody would have picked me out of the room and say, that girl's going to go get after this thing. She's going to go get in the magazines. She's going to go earn the paychecks. No way. But I had heart, I had guts, and I had work ethic, right? And so really early on, I was raised by an uncle. My dad was in a bad accident, and so I went and lived with my uncle. And he taught me, growing up with him, I learned really, really quickly, bad things are going to happen. You got to move on. Only surround yourself with the people that are positive. I'm not going to go try and drag anybody. I've got to keep my eye on the prize. And I learned that so young. So this was so easy for me because I didn't emotionally attach myself to the business. I went and since the very get-go, I was like, do you want to work? Yes. All right, let's go set some appointments. If they wouldn't do that, we were done. I can't get you to do something you're not going to do. So the ones with their hands up were the first ones I went to work with. So emotionally detach yourself from the quitters and the holders and go put yourself in business with the ones that are like, I want to go do this. You think in your head that because they've said, I want to go do this, that they're just going to go do it. They're not, all right? So now it's a matter of, you can find those 4 people, and in that 30 days, what you want to do is start figuring out with those 4 people how they are going to build the business. Is it going to be all through Facebook? Is it going to be all through social media? Are they someone who you can go get in the car with and you guys can go run some meetings? That's my favorite way to do this business. Having a home party, having a home event where you get to share the products and share the business and really sit down elbow to elbow, love on some people, figure out what their goals are, whatever, however you're going to build the business. But what you basically need to do is with all 4 of these people, You need to teach them how to go Builder 500, which means that they've got somebody, they start enrolling people on their inside legs. But what I want you to focus on is this. Each one of those people that has their hand up need to have 2 events a week. Whether they're having an event on Facebook where they've got a group and they're going to do a live and do some sales through there, whether they're going to have a home party, whether they're going to go see some people, you need to be running about 2 to 3 appointments where they're showing multiple people at one time, whether it's through social media or whether it's in person, where they're doing those they're doing those things a week. If you're doing events properly, whether it's on Facebook or whether it's in person, and I love home events, so you can get your closest people, the people that live around you, to come over. You get the closest people that you love, and you put them in a group on Facebook, and you share what's going on, and you start building the opportunity that way. But if you start running events with them, just like that, 2 to 3 events with each one of those people a week, and you teach them how to invite correctly. There's inviting scripts in the training page, all kinds of stuff. But if you do this properly, through each one of those people will yield about 2,000 in volume a week. All right, 2,000 PV. If you have 2,000 PV on each one of your legs, you've got a total of 4,000, which, if you go look at our compensation plan, gets you to the rank of what? Drop it down in the comments if you know what it is, because there's some people in here that are already a part of the company. But you're a gold. And a gold, in my opinion, and there's averages on it, and it can be compliance, but a gold, in my opinion, makes anywhere between $500 to $800 a week. Full-time money for most people. You've got to keep doing that. So what you have to remember is these 4 people that have their hand up, you are the leader at this point, so you're responsible. You got to remember, you've got to be casting vision to them today. You've got to be making sure they understand that not everyone's going to do this, that some of the people are going to quit and some people are going to go into holding, and that culture, and you're going to have to remind them, hey guys, remember, Dr. Plant's live is going to be in the morning, and you're going to have to remind them if you have a team call, and you're going to have to remind them about all the things that are cultures, because that's what a leader does. But if you are fueling them with the proper information, plugging them into the Facebook pages, making sure that they're plugged in, you can start running this kind of volume with them. Now, you may, as this goes, you may pull some of these holding people back, and you might get some of the X's back just because you're running some volume through their businesses as well. But if you are not a part of the natural health revolution right now, this is what I want you to remember. If you are invited here and you're a guest, your person who invited you is just getting their business started for the most part, or they're relaunching. They're maybe in relaunch mode. So if they're in relaunch mode right now, all right, the only difference between today and tomorrow is how many people they go enroll. So imagine this, there's, I don't know, probably 100 of you on here right now. So there might be 100 of you on here right now. Imagine if they get off of here, any one of the 100 that are on here, they invited you and they sell out to this and they're like, you know what, I got the numbers. First 30 days, I'm putting 12 people in. Do you want to be above them or below them? That's what I call real estate in this business. You guys secure your position. Whether you are going to go build it really, really big, whether you don't want to do it to the 6-figure income, whether you just want to do it a little, whether you just want your product free. I would assume that we all agree that you'd rather be the next one instead of whatever, 5 or 6 down the line, right? Okay, so 0 to 30, plugging them in, vision, you've created your structure. Now, a little tidbit on business, guys, on when you're building we call this a binary system, all right? It doesn't matter, your upline, the person who enrolls you will help you do this, but one thing you'll never do, here you are, you will always place bottom right or bottom left. You will never place on somebody else's inside. Why? Because now you've created 3 legs. Your leverage is this. If I invited you here and you get the next position on my team, 50% of everything I do from this point on, guess where it's going? In your business. The moment I start building extra legs off of other people, the moment I lose all the leverage that I have inside of a binary. You place outside right and outside left. So there you go, that's a little on that. All right, so 0 to 30. Let's talk about 30, days 30 through 60. All right, guess what you do? Same thing, 12 people. Put 12 more people in the business. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 12 more people. You're up to 24 people you've put in the business. Hey, Tommy. So guess what's going to happen with those people? Guess. Take a wild stab in the dark. Same exact thing. You guys, numbers are numbers, people are people. You're going to have 4 of them that have their hand up. You're going to have 4 of them that go into holding. And you're going to have 4 of them that don't ever do anything at all and drive you nuts. All right? So 12 and 12, 6 more, 6 more. And think about this, guys. You've been focusing on teaching these people how to lead, right? Your first 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so here you are. That was your first 30 days. You focused on it. You dialed in on the 3 to 4 that were like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. You started teaching them how to have parties. You started teaching them how to use the ad tag message method on Facebook properly. You started running volume through those people, and you ran yourself to the rank of gold right here, right? And these people now, you've spent a few weeks with them, a week, maybe 4 weeks, depending on what part of that month that they got started. So here you are, you've got them, you've established them as a leader already. You've taught them how to use the things, and they're running their businesses too. And now imagine, those people are already excited. Those are your 3 to 4 leaders that you've already got. They're your 3 to 4 Builder 500s, which we're not going to get into that today. But think about this, guys. If you went and in 30 days you influxed more volume into their right leg or their left leg, what do they have to do on the other side? What do they have to do? If they want to get paid on it, you guys, they've got to catch it. That means they got to go build. It forces them to go into another burst, if you will. Right? It forces them to, because they're going to see a new wave of volume happening, and they're going to want to go do that with their people. You force some volume through your business, it will make people go get to work. It'll just make them go get to work. So you, by doing these next 6, will force them into another burst as well, which is only going to take them to the next level as a leader. And you do the same thing. You teach these people how to build correctly on social media. You teach them how to build correctly in a home. You teach them how to get in the car, go see some people, go help their family, go help their friends. Go sit down with the people that they want to go build a business with and say, look, I'm going to go build this thing. You come do it with me. Let's do this together. This group of 12 is usually easier than the first group. Why? Does anyone know why it's easier to recruit the next 12? Everyone thinks, how am I going to get 12 more if I got, 12 seems like a lot. You guys, when you get in the groove and you start putting some people in the business and you start having some success, you guys, you get in this groove, and holy cow, it gets easier to recruit people. So not only are you going to be better, because you've already done this, right? You already started with your hair on fire, no idea what you were doing. You were super bad, getting better. Now you're like, I kind of got this. Like, this is making sense now. So you've got experience, plus you have stories. These people, even if these people were people that you sat down with and said, you guys, whatever with the products, we're going to go build this business. We're going to go set ourselves free. I want you to build this thing with me. And they got started and didn't even know they were on the products. In our product page today, there was a young man named Zach. Zach is on my team. Zach started with me. Why? To make money, not to have a story. Go listen to his crone story on the product. We had no idea that was going to happen. We were building business. He sat down and this vision got him started, and he started drinking the product, and hear his story. It's incredible. Some of those people just start losing weight. They're going to feel better. Their joints are going to be better, whatever it is. But you're going to have stories. You're going to have paychecks. You're going to have success, and you'll have experience. That 12 will be easier than the first 12, I promise you. And momentum makes everything easier, you guys. Action and momentum, you'll just kind of fall into a groove, and things will start to make sense, and you will get better at this, all right? So days 30 to 60, 12 more people, same thing. And think about this, you guys. I'm going to clean this up a little bit here. If the same thing, these guys at this point are probably rolling gold volume because they're duplicating the same thing you did. So month 2, that 2 will turn to 4 as long as you're staying consistent, making sure everyone's plugged in, the excitement levels are up, you're casting vision, you're doing the things on a daily basis to be the leader, and now you've got this new group that you're focusing on teaching them how to get started right. And so they're running about 2,000 in volume, whether they're building through social media and they're being consistent on there, they're hosting online events, they are ad tag messaging, they're doing all of the different things. And now you've got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you've got 12,000 PV weekly over here, and you've got 12,000 PV weekly over here. You guys, that's an emerald. In my opinion, at Emerald, if you're a consistent Emerald and you keep going and you have the culture and you're casting vision and you're teaching people how to lead and you're working harder than everybody else, here's a hint: outwork your downline, outwork your upline, and this thing will be easy peasy. Outwork everybody. That's what we do here. For a period of time, then you get to not work that hard anymore. But so that's Emerald. In my opinion, Emerald is a 6-figure income, but we're going to take it one level to make it a solid one. 12,000 in volume, 12,000 in volume. And think about this, guys. Later on, and as you build, you're going to learn that we've got a thing called, you need to have 5 Builder 500s to go to the very top of the comp plan, 6 Builder 500s at most. And right now, you've already got how many? 8. So you've got enough Builder 500s in your first 60 days to carry you all the way through to the top of the compensation plan. You can't, to max everything out, to have access to all of the pieces of the compensation plan, you need 5 or 6. Now you've already secured yourself 8, and this momentum is driving everybody. All right, so now we've got days 60 to 90. Here, I'll write it in the middle. Days 60 to 90. Ready? Guess what you have to do? 18 more. 16. Sorry. 16 more. 8 on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guess what? 8 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These will be the easiest group that you recruit. Why? Again, stories. For the most part, you're a lot better than you were at the very get-go because you've got so much experience, you've got so much momentum, the questions have already been asked, you've already figured them out, you've already had to ask one of us, like, so-and-so asked this, like, what do I do with this? And you're learning as you're going because you're going so fast, you're gonna have to be forced to learn. So here you've got so much more knowledge, you're so much better at objections, everyone's afraid to do this business, you guys, everybody is. Know that. So, and be real with people and say, I was afraid of that too. But someone gave me a roadmap and I ran the roadmap and I started getting into action and the fear just sort of went away. All right. So remember, when you're sitting with somebody, they're afraid. You're going to be a lot easier talking to those afraid people here because you've got so much more. I mean, you just, quite frankly, talk to more people. Inside of this group, you're going to have a little bit more that actually tell you, that actually want to go do what you've just done, and you've got the roadmap, so they're gonna go do it. You're just still gonna have some boneheads that go into holding. You are always gonna have boneheads that go into holding. You're gonna have a few that do nothing, and let's see, that's 6 more. And here we go. That's a hold. Whatever. Again, same thing. What do you focus on doing? You focus on getting them started correctly. You focus on getting them plugged in. You focus on how are they going to build? Is it going to be through social media, or is it going to be through regular meetings? You're going to start running volume with them, and each one of them, if you were teaching them properly, their business should yield about 2,000 PV a week, right? 2,000, 2, and 2. What no, those are all X's and H's. Yeah, these people are now one more month into it, so they're each running somewhere between probably 6 to 8 a week. And you guys, this is pedal to the metal. You're going to be working hard. These people are at 4. These people are at 4 now because they're another 30 days into it, and those are at 2. You're well over. You guys, a diamond needs 15,000 on each side. You're well over that. 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, right? I don't even know what that all adds up to. 6 and 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You're well over that. You're double diamond volume. Whatever. This is a 6-figure income. Every single person that I talked to that ran and made a burst into a 6-figure income, the numbers were exactly the same inside of a short period of time. Some of us was 30 days. The only difference between someone who goes diamond in 3 weeks or that goes diamond over 90 days The only difference is they did those same numbers, they just did them in a shorter period of time. All right. Now the 90-day mark though, you guys, when you're going into momentum and you're really trying to make a push, 90 days is kind of crucial, only because it creates enough momentum that everything carries like this. If you spread it out over more time, there's not as much excitement. There's not as much speed. And the one thing network marketing loves is speed. Network marketing absolutely loves speed. You have to create it for yourself. So remember this, I can show you the numbers, right? 16 more, 24, what is that, 40? So you're 40 people in. I think in the first 3 weeks, I sponsored probably 45-ish. And anybody who did it really, really fast, that was the same numbers that they ran. And I've done it a couple of times now. Difference between a 6-figure earner and a 7-figure earner is this burst that you see right here, the 40 people. A 7-figure earner has done that twice, sometimes 3 times, depending on how far apart they were spread, depending on momentum of the company, depending on all kinds of other things. But those are the numbers. 40 people, build it strong, build it stable. That some on the right, some on the left, split it in half. Consistency, excitement, running, self-development, events, culture, vision, structure. Now remember this, there's some of you that might be on here thinking, you've already done this. I've put 40 people in the business, and you don't have those numbers. You either have the time problem, so you ran those numbers in way over 90 days. Maybe you did it over the course of 4 years or 3 years or 2 years or whatever it might be. You never created enough momentum to make it move, make it go, right? And then if you did do it in this time frame, I promise you, you had a culture problem. Another thing that's a big part of culture is harmony, meaning everybody getting along, everybody working together, just a really winning team, if you will. But if you ran those numbers, I can check you on culture. You probably weren't running home meetings. You probably weren't plugged in all the time. You probably weren't being consistent. You weren't plugged into your team calls. You weren't plugged into the events. You were like, oh, I don't need the events. I don't need to get, rallied up. I don't need to be excited. I don't need to be whatever. So if you did the numbers inside of that thing, and the numbers don't work out properly, you need to check yourself on one of these, because it was either a culture problem, you weren't casting vision, you dropped the ball, you got consistent, then you got inconsistent, you did this and you thought, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, I'm just gonna sit down now, and this ain't gonna just carry itself. The business will not just carry itself. So, because that's how you build a 6-figure income. It's all numbers. This is a numbers game. Some of these people are gonna join you. I can't even put my cap on. Like, you cannot know how to use your expo pen and you can still do this. Some people are gonna join you, some of them are not. Some of them are gonna quit on you. Heck, these X's, they might even send their kits back. Oh, that Moringa stuff, it doesn't work, right? Whatever, doesn't matter. This is the numbers, here it is. I wish I would have known them exactly when I got started, because I'm one of those people, tell me what to do and I'll go do it. I'll go figure out who those 12 people are. I think the culture part of it is such an easy ball to drop on, because when you get people started, I think that you feel like, oh, I'm giving them too much information, I'm giving them too many texts, I'm on them too much. You guys, stay on your people. Keep them plugged in, send them messages, build a relationship, remind them of their vision, remind them of their goals, remind them where they're going. Bug them so much that they either do something or they quit. It'll be a lot easier on you. The cool thing is our products are so good that even if they don't go build a business, they go quit on, I'm not gonna go, share it with anybody, I'm not gonna go do the business side of it, whatever. They never come off the product. The products are amazing. So find yourself some of the people with your hands up, woohoo, I wanna go do this. Plug them into the way that they need to build. Teach them how to go run some volume, close some people, help them get started, help them started correctly. And you guys, if you got some value out of this, drop a 3 in the comments. Tag any of your people that need to see it. If you're not a part of the Natural Health Revolution, you guys come and join us. Message me if you guys need anything. Go follow everybody on our regular Facebook pages. We put a lot of value out there as well. And make sure you're using the ATM methods properly as you're bringing people into this page. Don't just add them if they don't want to be added, or if you haven't asked them. Make sure that they are, they know that they're being a part of this page. Don't, put people in here that aren't going to like it and don't want to be a part of what it is that we've got going on. But you guys, thank you for your time today. Make sure you go get on the product page and watch Zach's story from today. Make sure you jump on the lives as people are doing them. And I hope this was helpful for you. You guys can build a 6-figure income out of this thing. It is a lot of hard work, but it's totally doable. All right? Believe me. And every one of us, when we did it the first time, we did it while we were really, really bad. You guys have a good night. Bye, guys.